Have you ever woken up feeling like your body just isn't as strong as it used to be? Maybe you used to jump out of bed, ready to take on the day, but now your energy fades faster and everyday tasks feel just a little harder. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging comes with changes, but what if I told you that staying active, strong, and independent isn't just about luck or genetics? The truth is, small daily habits can make a huge difference. You don't need a drastic lifestyle change or intense workouts. Instead, a few simple adjustments can help you move with confidence, feel more energized, and keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, traveling, or simply getting up from a chair without struggling. So today, we're talking about 6 surprising daily habits that can keep you active and independent after 70. These aren't complicated or time-consuming, but they work. And once you start, you'll wonder why no one ever told you about them before. Let's start with the first one, something that most people overlook but has a massive impact on your mobility and strength, your morning routine. You see, what you do in the first 30 minutes of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Many people wake up and immediately reach for their phone or sit for long periods sipping coffee. But here's the problem. After a full night's sleep, your muscles and joints are stiff. If you don't wake them up the right way, you're more likely to feel sluggish, achy, and even risk falls later in the day. That's why it's essential to start with gentle movement. And no, I'm not talking about a full workout. Something as simple as stretching in bed before getting up can make all the difference. Try this. Before you even put your feet on the floor, wiggle your toes, flex your ankles, and gently stretch your arms over your head. This helps increase blood flow and signals to your body that it's time to move. Once you're up, a few slow shoulder rolls, a gentle forward bend, or even marching in place for a minute can help wake up your muscles. The goal isn't to exhaust yourself, it's to remind your body that movement is part of your day. And when you do this consistently, you'll notice a big difference in how easily you move throughout the day. Now let's talk about the second habit, hydration. I know you've heard it before. Drink more water. But here's something most people don't realize. As we age, our sense of thirst diminishes. That means by the time you feel thirsty, your body's already dehydrated. And dehydration isn't just about feeling a little dry-mouthed. It affects everything from your energy levels to your balance and even your brain function. Think about it. Have you ever felt dizzy when standing up too quickly or struggled to concentrate on simple tasks? It could be because your body's lacking water. When you're dehydrated, your blood pressure can drop, making you feel lightheaded. And when your body isn't getting enough fluids, your muscles don't function as well, making you more prone to stiffness and fatigue. So here's a simple fix. Start your day with a glass of water before anything else. Before coffee, before breakfast, just a full glass of water to wake up your body. And if you struggle to drink enough throughout the day, try this trick. Keep a water bottle in sight at all times. You're far more likely to sip throughout the day if it's right in front of you. Some people find it helpful to add a slice of lemon or cucumber to their water to make it more enjoyable. Others set small reminders on their phone or take a sip every time they pass the kitchen. Whatever works for you, the key is consistency. And speaking of consistency, that brings me to the next habit, the power of daily walking. But before we get into that, let's take a moment to think about something. When was the last time you walked just for the sake of movement, without a specific destination? If it's been a while, you'll want to hear this next part. Walking might seem like the simplest thing in the world, but don't underestimate it. A daily walk can be one of the most powerful habits for keeping you strong, independent, and full of energy. But here's the catch. Not all walking is created equal. Some people assume that just moving around the house or going to the grocery store is enough. And while any movement is better than none, there's something special about a dedicated, intentional walk. It improves circulation, strengthens your legs, and even sharpens your mind. Studies show that seniors who walk regularly have a lower risk of dementia, stronger bones, and better balance. But here's something most people don't realize. How you walk matters just as much as how often you do it. A slow, shuffling walk can actually reinforce bad posture and weak muscles. Instead, when you go for a walk, focus on engaging your core, standing tall, and taking purposeful steps. Imagine there's a string pulling you up from the top of your head, keeping your spine aligned. This simple adjustment can prevent back pain and make your movements feel smoother and stronger. If you haven't walked much lately, start small. Even 5 minutes around the block can do wonders. And if you already have a walking habit, challenge yourself by varying your pace. Try speeding up for 30 seconds, then slowing down for a minute. This strengthens your heart and builds endurance without exhausting you. Now you might be wondering, what if I have joint pain or struggle with balance? That's where the next habit comes in, and it might surprise you. Let's talk about strength training. Now, before you say, I'm too old for that, hear me out. Strength training isn't about lifting heavy weights or going to the gym. It's about keeping your muscles strong enough to support you in daily life. Because here's the truth. After 30, we naturally start losing muscle. By 70, that loss speeds up, unless we do something about it. And when we lose muscle, we lose independence. Simple things like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries become harder. The good news? You don't need fancy equipment or a personal trainer to build strength. Bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, or even lifting small household objects can keep your muscles engaged. Try this. The next time you sit down in a chair, don't use your hands to push yourself up. Instead, use only your legs. This small movement strengthens your thighs and makes standing up easier over time. Another simple exercise, standing calf raises. Just rise up on your toes, hold for a few seconds, and lower back down. This strengthens your ankles and improves balance, reducing the risk of falls. The key is consistency. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. And if you're not sure where to start, just focus on movements that mimic everyday actions. Squatting, reaching, pushing, and pulling. These keep your body functional and capable. And speaking of functionality, let's not forget about something just as important. Your mind. Because staying independent isn't just about physical strength. It's also about keeping your brain sharp, your memory strong, and your confidence high. And that's exactly what we'll talk about next. Now let's talk about something just as important as physical strength, your mind. Because staying independent isn't just about how well you move, it's also about how well you think, remember, and make decisions. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there? Or struggled to remember someone's name, even though you just heard it? These little lapses can be frustrating, but the good news is, your brain can stay sharp at any age, as long as you keep it active. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't challenge it, it weakens over time. That's why one of the best daily habits you can develop is mental exercise. And no, you don't have to do crossword puzzles all day. The key is variety. Trying new things, learning new skills, or even changing up your routine can stimulate the brain and build new neural connections. Here's a simple trick. The next time you brush your teeth, try using your non-dominant hand. Sounds silly, right? But this small challenge forces your brain to work in a different way, keeping it adaptable and engaged. Another great habit? Reading. It doesn't have to be a long novel. Just 10 minutes of reading a new article, a book, or even learning a new word can make a difference. And let's not forget the power of conversation. Engaging in deep, meaningful discussions, even just chatting with a friend about something new, keeps your thinking sharp. Social interaction is like a workout for your brain, and the more you do it, the better your memory and reasoning skills become. But there's one more habit that ties everything together, the foundation of staying active, independent, and full of life. And that's your mindset. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to stay vibrant well into their 80s and 90s, while others seem to give up much earlier? A big part of that comes down to attitude. If you believe you're too old to try new things, to move more, or to challenge yourself, your body and mind will start to believe it too. But if you wake up each day with the mindset that you're capable, that you're still growing, and that there's always something to look forward to, your whole life shifts. One of the most powerful things you can do is to set small goals. Maybe it's walking an extra block, learning a new recipe, or reconnecting with an old friend. When you give yourself something to work toward, no matter how small, you stay engaged with life. And that, more than anything, is the key to staying independent. So let's recap. Every day, focus on gentle morning movement, to wake up your body, stay hydrated to keep your energy up, and take a dedicated walk to build strength and balance. Add in simple strength exercises to maintain muscle, challenge your brain with new activities, and, most importantly, keep a positive mindset. These habits aren't complicated, but when practiced consistently, they can change everything. They can keep you strong, sharp, and independent for years to come. And remember, small changes lead to big results. If you found this helpful, leave a comment and let me know which habit you'll start today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tips on living your best life after 70. Here's to staying active, strong, and full of life, no matter your age.